Morning all of you. My name is Mr. Khadangali Pankaj. I am teaching you EVS second. Our today's date is 20th July 2020. Our topic's name is evolution. Yesterday we have started this topic. In this topic we have learned the concept of evolution. In that we have seen that some animal species or plant species, they have made changes as per the environmental changes, and then those are only able to survive, and those they have not made any change as per environmental changes, those species become extinct or vanish. What I have told you, vanish. Okay, here we have seen one example of dinosaur. What? Dinosaur. You have seen picture of dinosaur. Original we have seen it? No. You have also not seen? I have also not seen. Because dinosaur is a type of big lizard. Do you know lizard? Lizard is a type of reptile. We have seen. You can see on the screen. Many pictures are there of dinosaur. So in Greek language, dinos means terrible, and source means lizard, means terrible lizard, because the dinosaur was enormous animal. Enormous means very large in size. So this dinosaur, he could not make any change in himself. So dinosaur species are vanished, or those are extinct. Yesterday we have seen this much. Again, what we saw, skeleton of a dinosaur I have shown you. You can also you can see skeleton of dinosaur, and in that they found that some dinosaurs, they had 2 legs along with wings. Do you know wings? Yeah. So see what they told. Fossils of dinosaur with wings have been discovered. It is believed that some species of 2-leg and wing dinosaurs evolved into birds. And what we think, that this dinosaur evolved into birds. See, skeleton of a dinosaur, and downside what is shown? A reconstructed picture of a dinosaur with wings. A reconstructed picture of dinosaur with wings. Okay, so like this yesterday we have completed the concept of evolution. Okay, now we are going to learn next point, 4.2, the stages of evolution of animals. The stages of evolution of animals. See here, the stages of evolution of animals. The stages of evolution of animals. See, for this purpose you have to open your textbook. Open your textbook, page number 16, chapter number 4, page number 16. All I open it. Okay, so see, first of all I'll read it, then I'll explain you. Okay, step by step we will go, because this lesson seems little difficult. Okay, but if you'll understand this lesson, next all lessons are very easier for you. So you have to do study of this lesson carefully. See, 4.2, the stages of evolution of animals. We have learned in the previous lesson that life on earth began with unicellular organism known as protozoa. These unicellular organisms gave rise to multicellular living things. The multicellular organisms evolved gradually, and various classes of plants and animals came into being. The following are the stages of evolution of animals. See this much. See what is told here, evolution. Do you know evolution meaning? Evolution means development. Okay, in a simple word, development. Okay, means step by step we are making improvements or developments. See, we have learned in the previous lesson that life on earth began unicellular organism. We have learned in the previous lesson what on our earth life began from unicellular organism. Unicellular organism, where it was found in water. What? Protozoa. What was that? Known as protozoa. Unicellular organisms known as protozoa. This protozoa we found in water. Okay, so see, these unicellular organisms gave rise to multicellular organisms. Unicellular means one cell organism and multi means many. Okay, do you know multiplex? Picture doc is multiplex, means many screens are there. Multi, okay, multiplex, that word multi. Here what word is there? Multicellular. Unicellular means one cell organisms, and multicellular means many cellular organisms. Okay, so like this, these unicellular organisms gave rise to multicellular organisms, living things. The multicellular organisms evolved gradually and various classes of plants and animals came into being. Evolved means develop slowly, gradually means slowly. These multicellular organisms slowly they gave rise to various plants and animals came into being, and from these multicellular organisms we found plants and animals. Okay, do you understand this much? See, unicellular organism means one cell organisms. They gave rise to multicellular organisms. Now many cells are there of organism, and from them it is developed means slowly gradually they made some changes, and from those changes we found classes of plants and animals into being. Understood this much? We are going to say examples, but this much you understand? Okay, so see what is told. The following are the stages of evolution of animals. What is the point's name? The stages of evolution of animals. Stages we are going to learn here. One stage, another stage, then another stage. Like this, stages are there of animals evolution. So here what is given now? The following are the stages of evolution animals. Now next, animals evolution stages are there. So see, towards right side now, invertebrates. What is first point? Invertebrates. I will mention on board invertebrates. Which point? Which is first stage? Invertebrates. Simple word it is. Invertebrates. Okay. Now your definition is given, and that definition is also very simple. What is the definition? See, animals without a backbone. We have here backbone. Yes. So we can stand straight. Yeah. So this one is our backbone. Now you can see backbone. Check your one. Okay. So backbone. See, animals without a backbone. Without means they don't have. Animals without a backbone are called invertebrates. What is the definition? I'll mention here. You have to write it in your notebook also. See, animals without a backbone are called invertebrates. Are called invertebrates. This much. See, very simple. Invertebrates, animals without backbone are called invertebrates. Means those animals don't have backbone, those are called invertebrates. Do you know any animal like this? Don't know? See on the screen, I have shown you one. Which it is? Snail. Very good. So see, picture of snail. Snail don't have backbone. So they cannot stand like us. Yes, they are crawling on ground. They don't have backbone. So it goes in invertebrates. Animals without a backbone are called invertebrates. Understood? Now next one. What is given? Vertebrates. What is there? Vertebrates. Only this in we are going to remove. If we have made change in this word, that means in definition also little change we are going to make. Understood? See, what definition is given? Animals which have a backbone are called vertebrates. Animals which have, see, animals which have backbone are called vertebrates. Animals which have backbone are called vertebrates. Okay? See, invertebrates, vertebrates. What difference is there? Here in is there, means without backbone. Here in is not there, so with backbone. Animals which have backbone are called vertebrates. Understood? See, who can tell me one example of this? Yes, human being, correct. But see, what example I have shown you on the screen. Which animal it is? Fish. Very good. And fish, where does fish live? In the water or outside the water? In the water. Very good. So see, those animals or birds, they live in the water. Those are called aquatic animals. What we say them? Aquatic animals. Aquatic animals means which animals lives in water are called aquatic animals. Should I give that definition? See here, I'll write. Aquatic animals means animals lives in water are called see here, one more change will make. Animals lives only in water are called aquatic animals. Lives only in water are called aquatic animals. Animals lives only in water. Which word I have used here? Only means if they will come out of water, they cannot live. For example, Fish can live without water? No. So animals which lives only in water are called aquatic animals. Now see what is given here. Amphibians. One more is given, amphibians. Fourth definition is there, amphibians. Amphibians. Amphibians means animals which live in water. See, animals which live in water animals which live in water and also on land are called amphibians. See, animals which live in water and also on land are called amphibians. Aquatic animals can live in water only, amphibians. Do you know any example of amphibians? See on the screen one picture you can see. Which animal's picture it is? Nowadays you can see it around your house also. Yes? Frog, very good. It's a frog. So frog can live in water also and outside the water also. Means frog can live in water and also on land. So like these animals are called amphibians. Okay? For example, snakes also. Do you know snake? Yeah. So snake is also a part of amphibian. Okay? See downside given birds. One bird is also shown. Now we'll forward to our next page. See, reptiles. Animals which crawl, for example, a snake. Reptiles means fifth number. Reptiles. Animals which crawl are called reptiles. Animals which crawl are called reptiles. Animals which crawl are called reptiles. So, like this, see here one example is also given. Snake. You can see on the screen what it is. Snake. Snake is a part of a reptile. Animals which crawl are called reptiles. Okay. Now here mammals are given. Mammal, for example, cow. But this much we are going to see tomorrow. Mammals and apes. Mammals and apes we are going to learn tomorrow. Okay. So what's your today's homework? These all 5 definitions: invertebrates, vertebrates, aquatic animals, amphibians and reptiles. These all 5 definitions you are going to write down in your notebook. Okay. At the last again you will see homework on the screen. Okay. Thanks for watching this video, and see these definitions you will get in the book also. Okay. And you can take guideline of this video again and again if you will not get definitions in book. Okay. So thanks for watching this video. Tomorrow again we will meet with same topic. Thank you very much.